All right, welcome everybody. We are live. Let me check the various channels here, various social medias. YouTube, we are live. Welcome, YouTube. Facebook is live. Welcome to the show. Facebook, Twitch is live. Kick is live. I don't see the feed on Kick. There we go. Trovo is one that we've been streaming on that is I believe gone now. They have discontinued their live stream. So there's no more Trovo, which was just like an obscure live streaming website, mainly around video games. Had connected to the OBS, but it is. I'm gonna stop it so it doesn't. It keeps trying to connect, and it's not gonna happen. This is the Sam Crescent Art Show. I go live every day and work on stuff. Today we're going to warm up with some Bridgman. Still working through his book of 100 hands. And let's take a look here. We were working on this page last time. This is page 84. And this is the wrong file. It's in here. And I believe I did a number of the hands in here. And I was trying something a little different. Trying to work on my initial lay-ins. So did this one, we'd be on this one, and specifically I draw in the gestural style, and so I was trying to get something more I've got to warm this up. Shapes that I would want to keep. It's actually not too bad. Over exaggerating. There's a lot of other things I need to work on today. We're going to get this going right off the bat. A little bit wide. It's not great. Let's do it again. I think a shape like that is more what I should have been looking for. But I'm also looking for the longest lines I can pull and see if I can get those lines to be more accurate. Because my initial lines never are. But it just kind of gets me going in the right direction. I'm trying to get the overall feeling and movement of this thing. But I would like to be able to get more accurate with this style of drawing that I do. So it was a crazy night last night. There was like an incident with the family members and such that just caused things to be really nutty. I'm gonna just move on to the next page. This one is, there's not much I want to pull from it. Whoa. Okay, so adductor opponens pollicis, adductor pollicis, adductor transversus. So this is just showing like 3 muscles of the thumb. We've gone over that. But I'll warm up with it anyway. It's supposed to be the bone. Let's move on. That's boring. Let's see here. All right, this is better stuff. 86. Still have 100 pages to study out of this book. Let's take a look at some of this stuff here. There's a lot of wedging, a lot of shapes locked in together. And if I take a look at this, I'm looking at a big swoop there. Like if I can make this one shape like that. Now, how accurate was I? Don't know yet. I mean, he's got some interesting geometry on this thumb. But I've really just been wanting to try to get my gestural lines more accurate. As far as this goes, we've got another locking shape in here, which is pretty cool. Locks in here. I mean, it's not proportionally the same, exactly the same as Bridgman's, but it's okay. And the hand under there. That's pretty close to what he did. And my gestural shape wasn't that far away, but I also, it kind of was, and I kind of just made do with it. Let's do this one. We can do it right here. This is mostly just about this thumb. This is just an idea. So we're going to pull one line. It would come here here and through. Like I want to ignore that and just make it there. So something like that. Develop this a little bit further now. Look that in. So I was down at Connect San Diego yesterday, which is one of the brick and mortars that a bunch of my stickers and merch, and a lot of fun down there. I put up a reel about it the other day. It's on all my channels and stuff. Instagram and everything. It's not a lot developed there. Do this one. Boy, if I was gonna do this one, what's the gesture is going down, and it would just be this. Be a wedge like that. So I got it wrong. Like, I think the gesture was okay, but notice how this is gonna balloon out. You don't want that. I wanted it all to fit in. I mean, we'll make the drawing out of it, but we want it all to fit. So let's do it over. It's got to just be down, swooping up. That's all it is that. And if I went big shapes, go there. So this is more the gestural style, and I actually believe it is a faster style than most of the stuff that I've seen out there. Like even the straight in style, where the guys are projecting with their minds primitive shapes. I actually think that this gestural style, you get a drawing much quicker. Now you go, well, if you wanted to make it look as clean as the straight in style of drawing, you'd have to go over it again. Okay, so two things. One, you don't have to. You don't have to make it look as clean. There's a certain aesthetic to having all these different gestural lines showing the overall feeling and motion of what you're looking at. You can just leave those in as part of the piece, and I think it actually makes it more interesting. But if you didn't want it, and even if you did go over it and do a tight job over the top, I still think you're quicker. I still think you're going to have your drawing done more quickly than the guy that does the straight end. There we go. So that one was better because it didn't balloon out. I stayed within the initial range of the gesture. Do a couple more here. Where I learned this was from a guy named David Pimentel teaching the Walt Stansfield method of gestural drawing. Took those classes in the 2014, I think. Was it 2012, 2013? I don't remember. I took this class 5 times from this guy. 6 weeks each class. Let's look at this. This would be a swoop, and I would ignore this scoop. We'll just swoop it through. Just one swoop through. And we want to get that accurate. Let's try it again. Swoop through. And like, it would be interesting if I took the photos of these, did it, then overlaid the photos to see like how close am I to it. And right now I'm not. So look at the distance. It's here. It's probably about it. Maybe have gone a little too far with that. And then I'm going to redo it because you want to get this gesture, and then you want to get like, I'm getting the shapes now because I want to get it accurate. Oops. Might have to do this one more than once. Got kind of a thing there. We'll just look at that relationship there to down. Too low there. Hooks in, wedges. This is a little longer here. Fingers are a little bit, my fingers are a little bit short. We'll do this one again because that's no good. I'm going too big with this shape. Kind of cheated there by doing all that extra stuff, but like when I started doing these Bridgman studies, I was studying mostly the wedging and shape design. Now I feel like that's kind of gone as far as it will go, as far as it's useful for me. I might pick up some more stuff, but now I'm trying to get more accurate with the initial gesture of each drawing. And this one is much, much better than the last one I did. It's like this is like an interlocking shape here. This is an interlocking shape here. This is an interlocking shape there. This one locks over this. Now we can go in and this is a wedge here. He's got a box here for the knuckle. This curves down, locks. Let's see, this one he's got a box there. That locks. What else do we have? A wedge down here. Something there. This one is locking over. Comes up a little higher. Box there. Curves. Hooks in. This comes through. This is the styloid process of the radius. Turns. You know, so now we've got this whole thing in play. This whole hand has been put in, and that's much closer to what he did. So it's kind of like get the gesture, then look at how Bridgman's locking his shapes together. Let's see if there's anything else. Should I keep going with this? We're 22 minutes in. Let's move on. 20 minutes of gesture, 20 minutes of Bridgman. We've got Mech Gorilla stuff. And specifically now what I need to do is design these hands, these arms further. Let me see if I can find the reference I pulled. So we've got this. Put this on. So we got this one and this one. So I want to design this as a suit. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to get this guy's exact prosthetic or whatever you call these gorilla arms, but I will be able to get something. So I need to draw that, because what I want to have is a set of arms on this mech suit that are built around this extension that I can lean on like this. So we're gonna draw this first. For this version of the gorilla, we essentially have I'll gesture it out here. This type of whatever this is. let's not do it that way. Make it straight. So rough it in here and just show the arm extension where the hand goes. Okay. So we'll do two of those. One will show the hand on here. Got the tricep back there. You got some elbows here. Forearms there. So we're looking at something like that. Let's knock this down and accurately place everything now. Let's go with this guy. That down even further. I want to do straight. That's why it was weird. Why is this not? The brush size is too small, maybe? I don't know. I'm going to go back to the pen. I'm not sure why that one's being weird. What's going on? Oh, I see. I'm on the wrong layer. I'm like, why? No wonder. I'm going, why is every line coming out the wrong way? Okay, these ones I don't like. We don't have to get all this done today. At least let's get the prosthetic or the, what, I don't know what you call this thing. Let's at least get it done. Sometimes it's going to be easier to just draw this in, but I can't. I'm having a hard time lining it up on the computer. About right. Go back to this here to get that straight. I think that's too far. I think right about there, maybe. It's something like that. It's close enough. It's but look at the size of this. This is like 1/3, so this goes here. This is a little bit, whoops. This is a little bit long. So let's shorten that up some. And we'll lengthen this top one a bit. It's like proportionally about what it is. So round like that, and it looks like there's some. We're gonna have to pull this up a little higher because we have some stuff here. That's a little bit high, maybe. Clean up this shape here. That's too dark. For me, technical things like this often take longer to draw than organic shapes like a hand or something. Down there. Forgot to open up the chat. Let's get that open really quick in case anybody out there decides they want to talk to me. Let's try it again. All right, I got that up. And just checking in here. Looks like no chat so far today. That's weird. It's okay. It looks like Trovo is up. No, it's not working. All right, so Trovo is gone. Let's keep working this thing here. Let's gotta continue to adjust the proportions of this. That is wrong. This a little bigger. And move this up a tad. All right. That's more accurate as to the thing that we're creating, but I feel like I gotta do it one more time and just get it dialed now. There's a button that, oh, there is. Okay, let's do it that way. Check this out. I didn't know about this. So if I hold down the shift key in Clip, it'll pull a straight line for me, a perfectly straight line. I didn't know I could do that. Still learning Clip Studio as I transition out of Photoshop, and I've got one last month in Adobe. So I'm allowing myself to use Adobe up until August, and then that's the hard cut. And at that point, no more Adobe's allowed. It's all gotta be it's all got to be alternatives. And the reason is there's a lot of reasons. One, Adobe has gotten so expensive, and there's there are other alternatives that you can do the same thing for free or less money. So there's not that much benefit to in the state of California. Software was not taxed prior to next year, and they only taxed physical stuff. Now software is going to be taxed, and it's so the price of Adobe is going to go up by anywhere from 4 to 6%, 8-9%, depending. I'm not sure exactly, but you know, it's a almost $70 a month thing if you have the whole suite, and then you're going to be adding quite a bit extra, several dollars extra on top of it. And it's creep. It's like subscription creep. The subscription creeps up on you, and it gets more and more and more expensive to where you're getting a bad deal. Maybe when you started the subscription, you felt that it was a good value, and eventually it's just not. And the reality is Adobe is not the only game in town, and it hasn't been for a while, but it's just been a factor of ease and convenience, you know. Why does that look so off? Holding the shift key, that's a straight line. Put it in place. I just copied and pasted it. Let's merge these together. Not bad. This probably got, oh, wrong tool. Straight line. Put that down a little bit. Put down that a little bit. There we go. Let's see, what are we looking at with this thing? I freehanded that. Let me see what we can do if we can like get it with the curve tool. Edit, transform, flip horizontal. It is wider. Do it about there. I'm just gonna freehand this part because I'm sick of these freaking drawing tools. They're just annoying me now. That's uneven. Why am I not finding the center? That's closer. It's not perfect, but it's going to get us there. Okay, close that, but I'll double check. These are still off. What am I going to do about this? What I'm going to do is this. Let's just erase half one side of it. And we'll just cheat it. Draw in this other side all the way. Copy and paste. Transform. The heck, man. Edit, transform, horizontal. Well, now I know why it wasn't working out. Let's move it over here. This thing, it doesn't come out wider than that, so I've got to just adjust the proportions on this bad boy. Kind of like that. This one, bleed it off. This one, let's duplicate this layer. I think that's pretty close to what this guy's got, but if we look at it there, he's got these. Like that. There we go. Now we've got it looking like his apparatus. At least that's close enough. All right, so we drew this basic thing here. I'm going to put a couple of rendering lines on it to better describe what's happening with it. And that doesn't do anything to help it. I think that's good enough. It's something like that. This is a round handle. Close enough. Whatever's going on with this thing, it just gives the basic idea of it. All right, so we got this. Now this thing here, it's got to be able to go inside of this gorilla's arm, or one of the arms. So we've got and essentially the way I'm seeing it is, wait, yeah, got this gorilla, whoops, and I have this fist somewhere around here. And then after the fist, we've got those big old things here. Somewhere around there. And then this starts up into the part that comes here that then attaches to the shoulder. For this specific arm. So I've got that laid in. Let's draw it out. Let me see here. I need to be able to see this. Okay, cool. So let's put this maybe here. See what's going on with it. Let's save this file, save as. This is going to be the arm. I don't know how you spell it. Prosthetic extension. I'm going to call it the prosthetic extension arm. Prosthetic extension arm. Prosted. Let's just spell it phonetically because I don't know how it's spelled. So prosthetic. 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 Prosthetic is close enough. Prosthetic extension arm. Save that. Okay, so this bad boy here, we're looking at Whoops. This glove design that I did. I actually got to just keep this loose still. I if I go straight in, proportionally it's going to be wrong, and we're designing a thing that needs accuracy. I gotta check something really quick. So I'll be right back. I have to check something. But man, I'm like actually nailing this thing in where I want it, so I don't want to stop just yet. That's essentially it. So that's got to go like that. All right, I'm gonna be right back. All right, I'm back. Had to step away for a minute. Let's finish this schematic here. Of this gorilla hand. And then, yeah, I think it's about there is where that's going to go. That's the forearm. And then we'll have the elbow portion of this thing, which does something like that. And that's all we need for this diagram. So let's just lock that in now. Turn that one out. And that'll be enough design for the Mech Gorilla for today. Let's just turn off the prosthetic extension. Freehand this in best we can. Mm. That's basically going to go there. Want that more there for this shot. Uh, this is pinching into too much. Doesn't actually do that. Maybe if I take it here. There we go. And then I think this comes out more quickly. Look at this. If we look at this one, for example. Where are we? Want that there. That there.
Sonima says, make your live stream livelier with Botliva.com 620,322. Sonima says, AI power.
Yeah, shut up. Shut up, bot. I don't care about your AI bullshit. This is just too pinching in too much. All right, let's see if we can fix this here. Pull this down and out. Pull this down and out. It's not that much. It's literally here. Let's see here. I think that's gonna be okay. All right, now let's get this rest of this put in here. I guess I could use this. All right, that's it. So turn off this. And that one. So you can now see kind of where the prosthetic would sit inside the suit, inside the arm of the suit, so that you can walk like an ape walks. And essentially, you'd have to have like these two knuckles maybe open where those are poking through and protruding forward a little bit. So to do that, we would have to go here like that. Maybe just a little bit like that. And then these would be, when we do this, because we want it to go like this. That would go there. That one would go there. And that'd be an opening there and an opening there. And that's essentially how it would work. And so I should draw one from this point of view, showing how that will work even further. And I'll do that tomorrow so that the whole design of this, and I can just include this photo in it. And I'm going to need to get this prosthetic, like purchase this prosthetic fitted to me before having the suit design that I can send to the suit builder. And then they'll be able to build that arm perfectly for the prosthetic. And I want two arms, one with the prosthetic and one would not have the prosthetic. It would have my hands in there, and they would have the option for me to switch to gripping bars to extend the arms further out and back. And actually, I'd like the hand mechanisms to even be like finger things I could grip, so that the fingers would be controlled on like a pulley system like that. That'd be very hard to build though. I might be going too complex with this. Save this bad boy. We'll do the next part of it tomorrow. Otherwise, it's going to take up the entirety of the day, of the work day. Okay. Close that. Let's get the Photoshop out. And that on. Huh. Why is this not showing it? Let's try this one. The freak? Ah, there we go. Just want to go to application capture because it's less on, I believe it's less, I think it's like maybe a little less strain on the computer. let's get this going. What I need to do for this bad boy is we've got to get this bra the right color, and then we can go through and color just everything else. But until I have that in the correct color, it's just gonna be tough. What are we dealing with here? Where the heck is this? Okay, this is my stuff. Let's call this Sam's rendering. Put that there, turn it off. So I don't know what the point of that is. Merge that together. Okay, so it is in here. So wand. Hit this. Gotta get this the right color. So that's weird. Uh the heck, man. So let's just get the base color at least in correctly. All right, so that's where we're at with that one. We've got something going on here. And then we'll just make it lighter. Okay, this was... That's some crazy ass highlights, but we'll just keep it. All right, now here's where we got to get. What the freaking hell? All right, so here we go. Let's go with. Okay. And we've got all that the right color. And this one might be able to just turn it into a brown. Let me see here. There we go. So now we got that done. Nothing to do on there. Nothing to do there. Okay, this we've got a color shift because it's like a purple. So let's just see what's what. So that's nothing. 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 That one. Got that there. Okay, so let's color shift that towards a brown. That's fine. Nothing. Double check. That we've got some there. We got this is everywhere. So to get that, we've got to go down to and I'm gonna have to adjust the values on this thing later because it looks like it's a flashlight or something, like lights emanating from it. It's there's no bra in the world that reflects that much light. Let's see here. Okay, so that's red. Let's just see where it's more brown. We're not getting it. We're not getting any brown here. This orange is the closest. That works. All right, we got that fixed. What else? What is this? Nothing, nothing. I think we might have got this fixed here. Yeah, that's good. So, got those color adjusted. They look completely kind of whack still, but closer than what it was. We'll turn on my texture here for the first panel. And now what? Now I need to just do a section where I draw over this stuff. Unlock that. Let's put a panel on there. Fix that. Okay, so that's there. Let's get that piece of, there's some piece of stuff here and here that we need to get rid of. Let's find where they are. They're in here. Okay. Now I just need to go through this, render it out. So let's make a new folder here. This will be Sam's rendering. Like a layer. We'll set it to multiply. We'll use this brown. Let's grab a texture brush. Looks like we've got a few of them right here. Really, I should go through and color adjust this whole thing. Because like this would never be, I mean, if the light's coming from here and hitting this thing here, We're going to be darkened through here. This is going to be absolutely dark there. Light's not going to be getting that at all. Light's not going to be getting that. Light's not going to be getting that. This is starting to kind of piss me off. Be about like that. I'll soften this up a little bit, and then I'm just going to put my own, call this text grain, noise, we'll call it noise, dark. Let's do cell shading dark. Down here. Multiply it up. This would all be like let me do that. Let's fix this. That's better. Yeah, I'll take that. See, there's like actually some logic there. Before, it's like, what the hell? Why is he all bright? Like, what freaking light source does that? There's none. Now, there's actually some logic to this. Try not to get pissed. Is this the wrong line art? Or what? That is the wrong line art. Ah. It's gotta go like that. Okay, let's see here. Let's just render this in every place where it's gonna be. This is the problem when you can do everything better than everyone else. Is it everyone else's work when you hire other artists, you end up redoing a lot of their stuff because they're just not as good as you are. They're just not as good. They're just doing work that's not as good as it should be. A lot of times it's not their fault. They're doing the best they can with the skills and knowledge they have, but it's just they haven't studied as hard. They haven't had the right teachers. They haven't had the right mentors. They haven't had the people show them what to do to make their work top notch and world class. That sounds cocky to say it, but I do believe that my work is entering a world class level. You did a good job on the texture there. And really what this should have is a gradient that goes all the way through this. So let's see what we end up with here. That's pretty okay. That's pretty decent. What are we looking at there? I'll take that. Now, really, there should be a shadow of him down here. Which could be I go to my flats. Okay. So we have something there. And let's fill this in here. There's no hand. Ah. All right, there we go. So now we've got a shadow for him. That's going to be on the tree, so I got to fix that. Something like that there. And I don't know if that's too big or too small or how big the shadow would be, but at least there's something. Now for the tree, probably just do something like this. There. All right. No, I don't think anything would be there. Just be like that. Oops. Just leave it there. That's enough. We don't need this. Okay, so other stuff we can do on this thing. Color holds, texture patterns, noise. Let's do a little bit of noise and we gotta call it a day. Let's go with some splatters. Maybe that'll look okay. I don't know. Say that we do that on a different layer. Oh. This needs different patterning there. It's a little too predictable. Let's see what we can do. There we go. That's better. All right, I'm running out of time for this morning. I pretty much need to stop here and we'll pick this up tomorrow. But this is already looking much, much cooler, much better. Save that. I got this graveyard that we got to make some progress on still, too. All right, let's do a little bit more on this graveyard. And we need flats layer here. We have a noise layer here. Don't need to worry about. Don't need to worry about that. This one, we do need this. So let's get this on. And so locked, what's going on? Yeah, there's something wrong with this. Okay. I know what it is because this is up here. So this is multiply 100%. So we go up here, we hit this, we go multiply 100%, and now I can hit this with same kind of stuff I had going on there. I could put all that on it, it doesn't matter. that's going to be taken off. Yeah, I mean, I just changed my mind about this graveyard. I had this weird structure here that I just like, nah, this isn't working. There we go. That's pretty good there. So let's turn all this stuff off of here. Okay, so this one now is the next. What the? All right, there's a lot of stuff going on here. This is like a black. Normal. So yeah, we'll go with that. And this all has to be reduced by a lot. All right, that's good. Do the highlights later. Go up here. Go with this soft brush here. 30%. Normal. We'll get those in a minute. We're gonna just render on some stuff. It's gonna go on its own layer. I gotta make it match better. So do that in a minute. All right. Here. All right. I should just bring it up a little bit into the thing, and then I'll erase it down. This shadow here is going like basically the wrong direction. Yeah, we'll see when it comes up here. We'll say it goes out there more. And then nothing's gonna be there. Other than this thing's own shadow, nothing will be there. Oh, that's good. We're getting closer. There's still a few more things, and then we'll drop in the noise layer and some other stuff. But this graveyard repair is well underway. I'm going to save that tomorrow. We'll add in the highlights on the new section of the graveyard, color holds, and then we got some noise and texture, and this bad boy's ready for prime time. All right, that's it. That's going to do it for today. I'll be back with the next live stream tomorrow. We're going to make progress finishing all these things.